In today's fast-paced digital age, Instagram has revolutionized how we connect with people and the world around us. It's like a global party that never stops. But amidst all the fun and connection, there's an ominous shadow lurking around every corner: sextortion scams. In this video, we're going to dive headfirst into the world of Instagram, exploring how these scams operate, how crafty scammers pick their targets, and most importantly, we'll equip you with the knowledge you need to protect yourself from becoming a victim of these scams. Whether you're an Instagram aficionado or just dipping your toes into the social media waters, stick around because this is information you won't want to miss. Now would be a good time to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Trust me, we've got all the information you need to stay protected online. Don't wait, subscribe now. So what is sextortion? Sextortion is a cybercrime where scammers manipulate victims into sharing explicit content or personal information. They use this material to extort money or more explicit content from their victims. On Instagram, these scams have become increasingly common. Scammers often create fake profiles that seem appealing, send numerous friend requests, and initiate conversations with anyone who seems vulnerable. Once a connection is established, the scam begins. Scammers employ a series of strategic methods to target and ensnare victims on Instagram. These techniques include profiling vulnerability, building trust, shifting to private channels, pressuring victims to share explicit content, and resorting to threats and blackmail. So let me explain. Profiling vulnerability. Scammers initiate their scheme by identifying individuals who may be emotionally vulnerable, lonely, or seeking companionship. Their preferred targets often include people going through personal challenges, as these individuals are more susceptible to manipulation. This entails exploiting the emotional vulnerabilities of potential victims, such as those experiencing loneliness or a recent breakup, who may be actively seeking emotional support and connection. Building trust. Now, once a potential victim is identified, scammers embark on a mission to gain their trust and establish an emotional connection. They craft fictional stories about themselves and their lives to appear genuine. This involves deploying persuasive tactics to foster a sense of rapport with their targets. Scammers share fabricated personal details, interests, and experiences, creating a persona that seems both trustworthy and appealing. Moving to private channels. After successfully establishing a connection, scammers endeavor to transition the conversation away from Instagram to more private platforms like WhatsApp. This strategic shift allows them to gain greater control and anonymity, making it easier to manipulate their victims. The move to private channels is aimed at isolating victims, fostering a sense of vulnerability and, of course, you guessed it, isolation. Pressure to share explicit content. With trust solidified in these private settings, scammers begin applying pressure on their victims to share explicit photos or videos. They may employ tactics such as feigning vulnerability by pretending to share their own explicit content first. This creates a sense of mutual exchange, coercing victims into compromising situations that they may not have willingly entered. Threats and blackmail. Upon successfully obtaining explicit material, the true intentions of the scammer come to light. They resort to threats and blackmail as the final phase of their scheme. These tactics involve leveraging the victim's fear of exposure to coerce them into paying a ransom or providing further explicit content. This element of intimidation tightens the scammer's control over the victim, leaving them feeling trapped and helpless. These methods used by scammers on Instagram highlight the importance of being vigilant and cautious when engaging with others on the platform. Recognizing these tactics can empower individuals to protect themselves and avoid falling victim to such manipulative schemes. Recognizing potential scammers on Instagram is crucial for safeguarding your online experience. Here are a few things to look out for to help you identify suspicious individuals before it's too late. No online presence. Scammers often leave behind no traceable digital footprint. If you encounter someone with a suspiciously blank online presence, take the initiative to search their name or username on various platforms to verify their authenticity. Genuine users typically have some digital presence beyond a single platform. Love bombing. Exercise caution if someone professes love or intense affection too quickly. Love bombing is a manipulative tactic used by scammers to overwhelm emotions and gain trust rapidly. Genuine relationships typically develop gradually, so be skeptical if someone seems overly eager or intense in their expressions of love. Picture perfect profiles. Be on your guard if the photos on a user's profile seem too good to be true or if you notice repetitive patterns. Scammers often use stolen or stock images to create an idealized persona. If something about their photos feels off or too polished, it's a red flag. Distant or frequent travelers. Scammers may claim to live far away or frequently travel as an excuse to avoid in-person meetings. While genuine connections can span distances, be cautious if someone consistently dodges the opportunity to meet face-to-face. Genuine individuals are usually open to eventually meeting in person if the connection is real. Take that with a grain of salt though, because people are weird out there. Video chat avoidance. Insist on video chats as a means to verify the person's identity and demeanor. Scammers often avoid video calls because it risks exposing their deception. If someone consistently makes excuses or avoids video interactions, it's a strong indication that they might not be who they claim to be. Frequent emergencies. Be skeptical if the individual frequently fabricates personal crises or emergencies. Scammers often invent dramatic situations to manipulate your sympathy and financial support. If their life seems like an ongoing soap opera with one crisis after another, exercise caution. Financial request. Never send money or invest in cryptocurrency schemes, as these are classic scam tactics. Scammers may concoct convincing stories that tug at your heartstrings or promise lucrative returns. Always be cautious if someone you've met online asks for financial assistance, gifts, or investments. Personal information request. Guard your personal information diligently, and be cautious of those who ask too many personal questions too soon. Scammers often collect personal data to exploit it later in their schemes. Only share sensitive information with the individuals that you trust. Pushing to leave Instagram. Scammers often try to move the conversation to external platforms quickly. Insist on staying on the Instagram platform until you're sure of the person's authenticity. A rush to leave Instagram may indicate an attempt to isolate you from safety measures within the platform. By staying vigilant and applying these tips, you can reduce the risk of falling victim to scams and maintain a safer online presence on Instagram. Remember that your safety and privacy are paramount when interacting with strangers on social media. If you find yourself in a situation where you suspect you may be a victim of a sextortion scam, it's crucial to take immediate action to protect yourself and seek assistance. Here are the steps that you should follow. Slow communication. Slow down all communication with the suspected scammer and do not give in to their demands or threats. Keep the communication going, but buy time. Document evidence. Preserve all communication with the scammer, including messages and explicit content. This evidence may be vital for law enforcement or any pending investigations. Report the scammer. Report the scammer's Instagram profile and any other accounts that they may have created and communicated with. Contact law enforcement. Inform your local authorities about the incident, providing them with all relevant information, including screenshots and details about the scammer. Review your online privacy. Enhance your online privacy settings on Instagram and other social media platforms to limit what strangers can access. And finally, it is absolutely crucial to recognize that confronting sextortion on your own, even if you believe the threat is minimal, is never advisable. The emotional toll and intricacy of such situations does demand professional assistance. And this is where our incredible team at Digital Forensics Corporation steps in to assist. Leveraging our specialized expertise and advanced technology, we extend a lifeline to victims when they need it most. Through intercepting and mediating communications at the source, we not only safeguard your privacy, but also deliver a decisive blow to the blackmailer's power over you. Our cutting-edge IP to location ID technology shakes these criminals to their core, giving us the upper hand and offering our clients an unprecedented rate of success. Regardless of the threat level or the communication platform involved, we are fully equipped to tackle the situation and help victims put this entire ordeal behind them. Sextortion scams on Instagram pose a serious threat, targeting individuals seeking connections and companionship. By understanding how these scams operate and recognizing the signs of potential scammers, you can better protect yourself and others from falling victim. Prioritize your safety when navigating the online world, and vigilance is the first step in safeguarding against these dangerous schemes. So until next time, thanks for watching and stay safe out there.